I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at realmoney.com. Every night we watch the same shows, Fast Money and Mad Money, and we want to use those ideas to grow our money. Well, good trading takes more than just writing down the tickers you see on TV every night and punching the buy button the next morning. I can help you know when to buy these 3 stocks I saw on TV. Today let's look at Magnum Hunter, Petsmart, and Dell Computer. Cramer was talking to the CEO of Magnum Hunter last night on Mad Money, and he thinks this stock's one that you need to buy. Look, on the weekly chart, I mean, frankly, this looks pretty sloppy. You can see it's back up above the 40-week or 200-day moving average. Not every stock Cramer covers is going to look good technically. We see here's the high, then there's a lower high, then so far this is a lower high still. But that's only, frankly, relevant if the stock rolls over. I mean, you can't really say it's a lower high right now because the stock's moving higher. So all we know is right now, this is where the stock is trading. But let's check out the daily chart. This gives me more of a feel-good here because I don't have to worry about all this mess way back here. You know, that's in somebody else's rearview mirror. I just don't care. This is what I care about. This was prior resistance. Now current support is where? Here? Not so much. Actually right here, which is right about where the 50 and the 200-day moving average are crossing. We've got resistance now right here. But look at this fairly tight. You know, it's not super tight. It's a fairly tight volatility squeeze. Now the stock's trading here. Looks to me like it's poised to move higher. Here's what I do. You know the stock's going to run this morning because Cramer featured it, and everybody goes and buys a stock that Cramer features. You're not supposed to, but that's what you do. Fine. Wait for the stock to close above this level, though. Wait for it to be on heavier volume, not heavier volume than this, but just higher volume than average. If once it does that, then you're good to go on this stock. It's probably going higher. Now, Petsmart, which is the favorite stock of my 2 dogs, Tanya and Sequoia, they love Petsmart. They love pet meds too, but they don't get sick that often. But Petsmart works. You look at the weekly chart here. The stock's been actually kind of accelerating away from the 40-day moving average. That's what strong stocks do. Look, though, here at the daily chart. Once again, kind of like Magnum Hunter, only better. We got a volatility squeeze here. Very tight, low volatility, Bollinger Bands really close together. And what's happening with the stock? The stock, bam, starts to move higher. This is one that I'd be a buyer in, and I'd buy it right now. Ultimately, the 50-day moving average here is really what should define the support. But I don't think you'd even want to let the stock get that low if you're buying the breakout. Instead, just keep a fairly tight stop actually right back in the congestion. If the stock falls back into congestion, you know, for practical reasons, you don't need to be long the stock as long as it's trading sideways. For me, I only like to be long stock that's making me money. I like to buy low, sell high. That implies a move higher. So we got to see the stock moving up in order to buy the stock. And the last one we're going to check today is Dell Computer. You don't see this really talked about too much. The stock's been trading basically sideways, kind of volatile, but it's been trading sideways for the last few years. Cramer thinks this is a stock that's moving higher from here. I need to look at the daily chart. Okay, that move already started here. This is the prior resistance right back here in July. Stock's now above that level. Look, this is just a sloppy pattern. It's just really sloppy. Jim, I'm sure he's right on the fundamentals. I'm not going to question him on that. As far as the chart, though, technically, this stock is in a really risky spot because it's been moving. It's so steep. The rise has been really, really steep. So what I'd suggest doing is if you want to buy the stock right now, just keep a trailing stop like below this trend line. If the stock starts to move back below the trend line, get out of the stock because you're probably going to have a chance to buy it lower. The whole idea is to buy the stock as low as you can and then sell it as high as you can. And right now, this has already had a heck of a run for this part of the price cycle. If you haven't done it already, go do it now. Get over to Real Money Pro and subscribe, okay? It's a new service. It's an awesome service. Lots of good trading ideas. Some of the best are in my articles. Fitbits, 5 charts in each article, 4 articles a week. What's that amount to? You do the math. It's about 80 charts a month. You got to be able to find a good trade in there somewhere. So get over there and check that out. Also, go over to my website, that's stockmarketmentor.com. Sign up for my email list. It's totally free, and I will send you 1 video a day with a charting idea that's designed to do 2 things. First of all, teach you how to fish for yourself. Second of all, maybe toss a fish on your hook every once in a while. Okay, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, and I'll see you next time.